I'll show you another one. This was one that was interesting. I had a client come in who worked for a gold mine out of Australia called redback mining. Redback being redback spider, it's black spider with a red dot on it. She wanted a redback spider. She wanted Africa. She wanted gold, and she wanted a mine entrance and something to do with wine. And I thought, well, that's a mess. So we'll have to try to come up with something better.
Right.
So here we came up with this one. Now what we've got here is a redback spider. You see that?
That
Yes.
is,
Yeah.
I've got to tell you, since I saw this a little while ago, I've been having nightmares.
Yeah, good for you.
I remember looking at this one a while back. That was one of my favorites.
Yeah, and they got Africa
Wow.
spider.
Oh, is that what that is? I see.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. So you wanted Africa on there, so the red dot is Africa, and then we have wine mine. So I don't need to carve a wine entrance, which would just be a hole in a rock or something. And then I did it in gold leaf. And the nice part of using the tools that I use, I can cut underneath, like so the spider actually looks like it's walking across sand. And so I thought this was a nicer representation of all the stuff that she had. And this is fun, kind of put those kind of things together.
So it looks like one of those legs. It's actually that there's like space underneath it deliberately,
Yeah.
as if it's coming out of the barrel.
Yeah, there's two or three of them that like you can't see it from this angle, but two or three of them. So it actually looks like the spider's walking across the wood, but it was all done in the oak itself. I didn't add anything onto it. And people ask me how I know how deep I'm going because I can't see, and then we're only dealing with maybe a varying depth of the wood, an inch or so on average. Well, the interesting thing is because everything I use is from recycled barrels, I can start smelling the wine that's been saturated into the oak. As soon as I smell that wine, I know I'm getting near the end.
Oh wow!
And I'm getting happier.
That is a really cool design. That is
And
quite
then
unique.
I had a guy call me from Indonesia, and he's a geologist and he's up there in headhunter country actually. And he asked me to do a Neanderthal man on a barrel, I guess for his man cave.
Oh, you
So-
mean literal headhunter country? Because when you
Yes.
say headhunter, I think
Yeah.
of a recruitment guy.
No, this is the real guys. Yeah.
Oh wow!
So we did this one. He originally wanted just a Neanderthal man in the background with a mastodon, and a lot of times these people see these things, and I know it's not going to look that great. So I thought I'd come up with this. You put this in your man cave, so when people walk in, this guy's looking at you. So
Difficult.
So hey, Peter. So
Yes.
question on this one. I'm not quite. What am I looking at? Because I'm not seeing a wine barrel top like the other ones, or am I?
that you're looking straight onto the wine barrel, so you're not seeing the sides. That's all.
So okay, I don't understand. So this rim here,
Yeah.
what is this?
That's the outside of the wine barrel. It goes down about 5 inches.
Ah,
Yeah, that's that background there. That I just threw that on there when I sent it to him. When I finish doing the piece, I send them a picture of the finished thing. So I just for
I
fun,
see.
I put it on a cave wall. Just,
well, it certainly looks in keeping with the design.
yeah, my creative side. I can't help myself, Tim.
So presumably you do, as well as doing wine barrel carving, you're also doing other forms of art then?
Yes, I do. Here's a carving I did of a mantle that I carved.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's about 6 feet long, and that went in. That's on a cabin up in Ontario, a 1,500 log cabin. But those are Ontario logs. They're small. We're used to the big ones here, so take one of our trees and 1,500 of theirs.
So so they're three, oh no, it's all the same one, isn't it?
Yeah.
So how long did something like that take?
Hard to say because I work on a couple of things at a time, but that probably took me about 3 weeks or a month.
Huh.
It's very, very detailed.
Yeah.
You can't see a lot of the detail because I go in there with magnifying glasses. Now you can see back here, there's a cabin here. Well, I actually, when I carve it, I carve behind the posts, and I have a magnifying glass, and there's a door behind there, and I actually put a doorknob on the door. Nobody is going to see that, but I know it's there. And with the magnifying glass, it was very large and it seemed like a thing to do. So I really enjoy getting into that uber detail.
So for a wine cellar, then we're not necessarily limited to wine barrel tops like that, because it's basically the limitation is just somebody's imagination.
Yeah, yeah. Carving is carving.
Yeah.
You know, people. I actually carved a whale bone. Somebody brought in a whale bone. They said, "Can you carve a whale bone?" And I said, "Well, carve." I work really hard at trying to get perspective, so I use a lot of perspective and shading and things like that to give it more depth to it.